This plugin called Ableset, it's $150, life-changing. So rather than having all those different options for sets to pick from, I can just have one master set. So I just have this one set now for Peyton, and if I scroll down here, this is the plugin Ableset. If I scroll down here, you can see there's 34 songs in this set. This is just anything and everything that we could have added: originals, covers, transitions, all of it. It's all in here. Old show intros, new show intros, pre-rolls, short pre-rolls, all of it. It's all just here in one set. Anything and everything that we could possibly use in a set is here. And I just have one canvas to paint from, as opposed to trying to paint 15 million different canvases and then trying to update them on a nightly basis based off where we're at. So, and I can drag this into any order that I want. So all of these songs, I can move these up and down wherever they need to be. I can also remove songs from the set. So if I want to hit X here, that will hide these songs. That way when I save it and go back, now we're down to 32 songs. So, if it's only a 30-minute set and I don't want 34 songs to pick from, I can hide the ones I don't need for that night, and then it's just the set right there that I have in need for that night. And the other ones, it's not going to play that. So you can see here, in that case, if I zoom out, it's pretty close to the front of our session. It used to be the second song we did in the set. Now it's the first song. But either way, it's right there at the beginning. Now, right after that, we have to go to Girl Going Through It. That's a new song, and that's one of the later ones that I've added. So, zoom out here. That's pretty far at the back. So rather than me having to go grab this song, drag it all the way up to the end of that song, all I have to do is in Ableset, I can just tell it, we're going to go to that case, then we're going to go to Girl Going Through It. And right when in that case is done, I'll show you, I've got the song sections mapped out here, which I'll show you how to do. If I play from this moment, this is the whole outro of the song. I'm gonna
breakdown 2, 3, 4.
There's only bass right here because the whole band's playing. We don't have any other tracks for this. Band ends on these hits, we hang, goes right to the next song.
Intro, 2, 3, 4.
Amazing. I don't have to move it where it's at in the set. I can leave it exactly where it was right when I built it. So when you're building the song in the set and you get everything nice and tidy the way you like it, you don't have to go chop it up and move it somewhere else and create risk for error. You can leave it exactly how you had it, and you just tell Ableset, as soon as this song's done, we're going to that one, no matter where it is. You just put your song end. If you want it to come a little sooner, go a little later. This little song end cue at the end of the first song, wherever you move that is where it's going to go to the next one. That's all you have to do. You can move that wherever you want. So if I wanted to wait a little bit, I can move this back, let that hang, give it a little more space, then it triggers to the next song.
Intro.
Pretty dang
2,
cool.
3.
When you get Ableset, it's just a plugin that you download basically from their website after you buy it. First thing you have to do to get it to work, and there's documents on Ableset's website that guide you through this, but I'm just going to show you here too because we're already here. So Command Comma, go to your preferences, go to Link Tempo MIDI. So right here under Control Surface, number 1, I want to make sure I've got Ableset selected. So it'll pop up after you've downloaded it. I want to make sure that's turned on. And then you'll see here, Ableset input, set to remote. And Ableset output, you don't really need anything. So we've gone through the set order features of Ableset. That is a huge part of why I downloaded it. There's so much more you can do with this though, and I'm going to go through a couple of those features with you. One of my favorite is building song sections. So if you look here on Ableset, so I'm going to pick this song like I knew you would. I have all the sections already mapped out. So this is super helpful for like if you're in a rehearsal. This is why it's, most of you know to build locators for your song sections as you go, like verse, chorus. Super helpful to have it here just in a breakdown area though, because I can just pick it and start it. So I can get it, if we're in a rehearsal and stuff goes off the rails right there after the chorus and we need to start, like, hey, let's just pick it up right there at the post-chorus. I can just pick on that. And I have this setting here, count in duration 1 bar. So wherever I tell it to put me in at, it's going to put me in 1 bar before that, which is super helpful because if you have cues, you know, like for this breakdown section, I have a cue. So if I let's start at the breakdown and hit play,
Breakdown 2,
it gives the whole
3,
band the cue,
4.
so we know where we're at. Makes rehearsal super smooth. Also super helpful I had to do this recently. If you're in a live setting and I was the only one on ears, everyone else had wedges, one of those situations. Whole band missed the intro. We all whiffed on the intro, and we're on tracks, and we didn't have a bass player for this show, so we had a track bass player. So I had to kill the tracks. We're vamping the intro. I'm basically playing with one hand and I'm filling through, but I was able to get it here to the verse cue, and I was able to hit that a bar before we started it as a band, and then we got right back on it.
3,
So
4.
very helpful to be able to see your sections, because in the case of a disaster on stage, this gives you an out. You're able to fix it, get back on it, get everyone back on cue. Very helpful, especially if you're in a situation which is becoming more and more common where bands can't take, you know, artists can't take a full band, and you're missing a player or two and you're reliant on tracks. Very helpful to give yourself as many fail safes as possible. And Ableset allows you to do that.